A very gleaming morning, respected Vice Principal Sir, teachers, learners, Univariety team, and today's special guest, our very own alumni. I am Suri Purohit, and it's my privilege to welcome you all to the alumni virtual meet of Kanakia International School 2025-2026. Today we celebrate memories, journeys, and inspiring achievements of our ex-students who are making us proud through getting success by leaps and bounds. So give a big hand for them once. But before we begin, our much awaited interactive session, we are thrilled to announce a groundbreaking partnership with Team Univariety, aiming at revolutionizing our alumni program and offering a more personalized experience for our learners. This strategic collaboration will enable us to take our alumni engagement to the next level, fostering a stronger, more supportive community. By leveraging Team Univariety's expertise, we'll be able to create tailored experiences, opportunities, and connections that cater to the unique needs and aspirations of our alumni and the learners. Headquartered in Hyderabad with a pan-India presence, Univariety technology-driven approach provides top-notch guidance to the students. And believe me, this partnership marks a significant milestone in our journey to empower and engage our global alumni network. Before we introduce you all with our alumni, I would request Honorable Principal Ma'am to set the right tone for today's webinar with her motivational words. Please give a huge round of applause, everyone. Good morning to all. Good morning. And good morning to those who are there and the alumni. I thank you all for my say something that for being here with us. And I request that, and I also request the Limba ma'am, the leaders to come. Sony ma'am actually given the introduction about the Univariety, and you all know that as we discussed earlier as well, that alumni training is something that we are going to looking forward here after we are going to intensify. And I'm glad I think you were there last year before that in Abbas and Sari's started shape. I thank three of you for being here, and here you can see our students were eagerly waiting to connect. And I also actually invite you people to come down whenever it is possible for you people to come and see. There are a lot of changes here as far as the facilities are concerned. And also, even the fact that I asked the senior teachers to come and sit here in front. And I think teachers can say hi to them. So I think we can start. I don't want to take much of your time. After that, we will start. Thank you so much, ma'am. All right. Now, let's shine the spotlight on some of our distinguished alumni. They'll be sharing their stories, achievements, and experiences. Give them a huge round of applause once again, everyone. First, we have among us Mohammed Abbas Ansari from the batch of 2017. Abbas is currently pursuing a master's in computational neuroscience at the University of Tübingen, Germany. He completed his bachelor's in computer engineering from Jamia Millia Islamia, during which he received the Art Scholarship for a research internship at the Technical University of Munich. So, Mohammed Abbas, over to you.
All right, thank you so much for the introduction and good morning to everyone present here. It is a pleasure to be back after, I believe, 10 years since I was at the school. I think a lot has changed. I can see that maybe I cannot recognize also the uniforms and everything has changed. So I'll share my screen quickly to share my journey that I've had with RBK. I have very fond memories of RBK. So just to set the tone of where I came from. So actually, and I hope my screen is visible, just to confirm.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So I hope you can hear me as well. I see.
Yeah.
Yes, just give us 1 minute. I think there's increasing from the school.
Can you hear me now better? So if I understand correctly, there's an issue with the volume?
Yeah. From school side, not your side. If your volume is perfect, they're just connecting in the auditorium.
I see. Okay. I guess I just wait then.
Sir, are we clear now?
Yes. Abbas, you can continue.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry for that. I guess everything is fine now. So, good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be back again, and I just wanted to like quickly share my fond memories at RBK. I think it has made me the person who I am, and just to give some context, actually, I had my middle schooling in Ajman, in UAE, and I joined RBK back in 2015. So it's almost been 10 years now, exactly 10 years. I started my ninth grade directly at RBK, and this was at Kanakia. And I understand now the names of the schools have also changed, so I guess it goes a while back. And during this time, after I faced like a lot of cultural like change coming from UAE to RBK, and so it was very hard to like adapt, and I think that is what I really loved about RBK, that it welcomed me. It understood that I was feeling a lot of disconnect with the student community, and I think I made a lot of good friends during this time at RBK. And also I believe like credit goes to the teachers to identify some important skills in my ability to speak, that I got the opportunity to compare in, I guess, one of the first RBK, the annual event back in 2015. And eventually then we shifted to the, I guess, the current building at the 10th grade for RBK International School in 2016. And I believe I got the opportunity, the personality development that happened in 1 year allowed me to become basically elected as a head boy in 2016 of RBK. And I believe this might be the same room. I'm not exactly correct, like where this picture is taken. But yeah, this was the first building, the first batch in the new building of RBK International School. And I have like amazing fond memories. And during this time, also, I participated in filmmaking competitions, and I won like special mention to represent RBK in a NASCOM competition happening in Mumbai. And I completed my IGCSEs with PCMB with ICT with, I would say, good enough grades. Not the best in my opinion, but they were good. But I left RBK for Royal College for 11th and 12th, so I was there for only 2 years. In hindsight, I believe that was a bad choice. But I would say it really, these 2 years laid a very solid foundation in helping me instill confidence in my abilities to try out different things, try out public speaking, try out movie making, and also push myself intellectually and academically as well. So, just post RBK, just to summarize quickly the 10 years or 8 years since, I went down the route of the JE grind, but I took a very non-conventional route. Basically, I chose not to take up
Bus.
coaching. And can you hear me? Sorry.
Sorry to intervene. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Just take a pause for a minute. I think some volume issue is there, so it's not
Okay.
clearly audible.
I
Would
see.
request you to take a pause.
Okay.
Yes. Apologies for the interruption.
No problem. Right.
Mohammed Abbas?
Hello. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Am I audible now?
Continue.
Okay, I'll just quickly, like, because I realize we're getting short of time, just to summarize, like, quickly about what I did after RBK. I basically went down the route of the JE grind, trying to, like, get through the JE mains, with the caveat that I did not do any coaching. It was all self-preparation, which is the reason why I had to take a gap year after my 12th boards to prepare well again. Still did not take up coaching, and which allowed me to start my BTech in computer engineering at Jamia Millia Islamia. And during this time, I believe it was also like Corona times that I had to work remotely. I worked remotely I did internships at IIT Bombay and at Triple IT Allahabad. And also while the colleges opened up back again, I had the privilege of becoming grand finalist at the Smart India Hackathon, working on projects with ISRO, and I was invited for an internship at ISRO as well. And I was also awarded the DART Wise Scholarship to do research at Technical University of Munich, and all of these research was in AI and machine learning. And a lot during my 4 years of bachelor's, I also was able to collaborate with lots of mentors and teammates. That I was able to publish 3 papers during this time, which essentially laid a very solid groundwork for me to start a master's in computational neuroscience, which is like a very selective program in Germany, in at the University of Tübingen in Germany. And During this time, I've also been working part-time at the Max Planck Institute for Biological Cybernetics, where I have been basically been interested in trying to understand what can we know how the brain works, how it plans, how it learns, and how it takes actions, and how can we take those insights and develop more smarter AI algorithms. So in my bachelor's, I focused on AI, and in my master's, I'm focusing on trying to get insights from neuroscience into AI. So just very concise take-home messages. I would say like explore your capabilities. I believe like I faced a lot of challenges along the way, but I kept pushing myself out of my comfort zones. And I think this is the key point that I kept overcoming challenges. I was always pushed out of my comfort zone, and that instilled confidence within me. And also be open to advice and mentorship by staying humble. This is something that I would really tell myself back again, that during a lot of the times there are these highs and the lows, and in your highs, sometimes you can get arrogant. So it's always open to keep yourself humble and be open to advice and mentorship to understand when you're going wrong. But also at the same time, I would recommend being stubborn, like back yourself up. Even though there might be failures, even though everyone might tell you that, if you're not on the right track, this won't work, right? Like, for example, I did not do well in my first JE mains, that, you probably are not cut out to be a good academic. But, you have to believe in yourself and back yourself up that you can actually make it. And I think it is important to be self-driven. Don't do anything to prove something to others. This can get very toxic. And it also, your motivation should come from within. It should not be something externally driven. So I understand I've really cut short. I would like to give other speakers more time to speak, and also maybe in the Q&A we can dig into more details. But yeah, thank you for the time and all the best with the journey. And I've sent out my email here that you can reach out to me. But yeah, I yield the floor to other speakers because I realize we have short of time. Thank you.
Miss Sony, you are on mute. Could you please unmute yourself?
All right. Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Abbas, for sharing your invaluable thoughts and ideas. Thank you. Now, next we have among us Yug Agarwal from batch of 2020. Yug is a final year undergraduate student from IIT Bombay, majoring in electrical engineering with honors. He is also pursuing a double minor from CSE and AI/ML. Give a big hand.
Yeah, hi, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you for the introduction. Could you share my slides, Rajesh? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so hi everyone, I'm Yugo Agarwal and thank you for the introduction, Miss Soni. So I completed my 10th standard, which is IGCSE from RBKIS. It was known RBKI at that time and now it's KIS. So yeah, next slide. Some things about me that I'm final year undergraduate. So undergraduate basically means that it's a 4 year degree which you start 4 or 5 year degree which you start after your A levels, which is equivalent to a 12th grade. And I am pursuing a dual minor, which is like a shorter degree to your which complements your major degree in electrical engineering. And honors in electrical basically means I'm trying to uh, have further deep studies in particular field of electrical engineering, which is quantum physics. And yeah, I that is a bit of my hobby side. And I love everything and anything in math. That was instilled in me since my KIS, RBKIS days, and I am really thankful to Veena ma'am over there if she's there today, to support me during my preparation and studies of math, and she always gave me harder exercises whenever I asked her. And yeah, in future I'll be joining NVIDIA as hardware verification engineer, which is after my last semester. So I'm currently supposed to graduate in May 2026, and after that I'll be joining NVIDIA. And for the students' references, if they want to ask me any particular doubts related to subjects or the career choices, I completed PCMB, which is physics, chemistry, maths, and biology, French and English as first language, and also ICT, not the CS part, only the ICT part for my IGCSE degree. Yeah, next slide. So some things about my journey that I completed till fifth standard from ICSC, which is the RBK for like the RBK in Beverly Park. After which we moved to this new building which you guys are currently sitting in. Uh, I did my 6 to 10 standard in IGCSE, and it was 5 fulfilling years, and I think way better than what I would have done when I was in maybe ICSE or any other board. And so I'm really thankful for that decision. And yeah, then I decided to pursue undergraduations from India's engineering college. And I studied for JEE Advanced for 2 years, and that is why I did not take up any AS or A levels over there. I took up the junior science college in an integrated fashion. And yeah, then I got into IIT Bombay and trying to live the college life. So here are some glimpses from my college life. And yeah, I was that surprised in the bottom right. I was that surprised when I got in. So if people know what I mean, they know what I mean. Yeah, next slide. Yeah, so if you want to contact me, these are my details. And if you would be too nervous or if your parents would be too excited to contact me, you could just pass on my number to them. And yeah, that would be all from my side. And I would love to take up questions in Q&A. Thank you.
Thank you so
You
much,
for
Yug.
sharing your thoughts and views. Okay, next we have Sahil Sheikh from batch of 2021. Sahil Sheikh is a curious mind with a love for visuals, ideas, and making things happen. Sahil.
Hi everyone. Hello.
So, Sahil, I have certain questions to ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to ask you that how do you get ideas when you feel stuck or not creative? As you are from such creative field, so how do you continue with that?
Okay, so just to clarify that the question is, how do I tackle when I'm stuck in terms of creativity, right?
Yes.
Okay. So there's not a lot of, I think what I do is I put a lot of thought into it. It's okay to be stuck. It's okay to, get nervous, get a very bad nervous downfall as well. But you really have to figure out what you want from it first, of course, what you see the end goal as. Because again, since it's a creative field, it's a creative industry that we're talking about, there's no right or wrong per se, like, oh, this is the right track or this is the wrong track, because everyone has their own style. You may have a very different idea of what you want to showcase. So if you think that this does not go with the audience, but this is what really resonates with you, go ahead. Because the mental block does come from, oh, what will others think, or oh, what will my audience think, or oh, what will people really comment about it. So that's how I tackle the block that I come across.
Just a one more question. What's an easy way for a school student to start exploring coding or just a minute. Instead of that I leave to the learners to ask you the question. I have another question for you. What skills helped you the most in marketing and content creation? As we all know that it's the most trending thing at present, and that's influencing the youngsters a lot. So being into that field, being such creative, and you have just chosen it as a career. So share some thoughts on that as well.
Perfect. So just to dive deep into it a bit, I'm not just a cinematographer. Over the years, I've also turned out to be a sales enthusiast, a business development specialist, worked as an operations manager as well. And then when you come to creativity, it comes as, what do you say, cinematography, graphic design, video editing, and whatnot. So yes, with the marketing experience that I do have, and then my very last job before my medical issue was content creation. What really helped me was skill sets from each and every field, and the most important thing is research work. Research really helped me. So maybe sometimes people will question you, have you ever worked in this? But so when I first applied for an operations job, they did ask me, do you have any experience? And I did not. Very honestly, I did not have any experience, but I was very thorough with my knowledge about it. I was keen on learning about it. When I used to work in companies as a salesperson, I used to ask operation managers what they do, or just sit with them, figure out what their day basically is, which really helped me gain insight, what we call insight about the job. And then really speak. When you speak in the room, it becomes like you've been in this industry for like the past 10-15 years. Coming back to the question, skills and tools that we use, very straightforward answer would be, of course, effective communication. Then we've got, I use AI a lot nowadays. AI has really brought a huge change in, I think, everyone's lives right now. So multiple AI tools is what we can use. And then some of it does go to my academic knowledge, expertise, because I also did pursue my master's in business analytics. So really helped me with, to get thorough with numbers as well, when it comes to certain fields or jobs that we speak about. I hope that's clear. Yeah.
Thank you guys for sharing your thoughts and unveiling your current journey with us. You truly inspire us to believe in hard work and success. Give a big hand everyone for our challenge. I think now we are ready to open the floor for the questions. Dear learners, feel free to ask our alumni the questions which you have. If you want to ask their experiences, career opportunities, relevant to the country, like where are they residing at present, anything. Yes. Okay, so this question is for Mohammed. You can come. Yes. Okay, so this question is for Mohammed Ansari. Good morning, sir. My question to you is, what made you realize that computational science was your thing right after doing computer engineering?
Yeah, I think that's a very good question. I think broadly speaking, I think I've been interested in science since high school, that I wanted to do pure science, some kind of natural science. And I think during my motivation to pick computer science was actually I was interested in AI and trying to understand how intelligence works. So I was interested in intelligence in general. I thought that AI would be the way to doing a computer engineering degree would help me dive into AI. But during that diving into machine learning and doing a lot of these research, I realized, okay, like we really already have an existing intelligent algorithm that is our brain, and we probably can get a lot of insight from understanding how the brain works to build better AI algorithms. So that was my pivot from like trying to understand artificial intelligence to natural intelligence. So that is how I moved to computational neuroscience, and I would say it has been very rewarding for me in my masters. But yeah, I hope that answered your question.
Thank you, Abbas, for a wonderful answer. Anyone else? Yes.
I have a question for Sahil Sheikh. What advice would you give to a student who aims to turn their creative hobby?
I'm sorry, could you please repeat the question? Sorry.
What advice would you give to a student who aims to turn their creative hobby into an actual career?
Okay. So one advice is I would tell you not to back down from going like trying it, right? So my videography experience really comes from, so I've worked with films and short films and web series as well, but I started with weddings, right? That was the first time I had a camera in my hand and I did not back out. I was like, okay, let's, figure it out. School did really help. I think my teacher was Ritu ma'am back then, who really helped me get into the idea of filmmaking and visuals and storytelling. But coming back to your question, don't back down from anything. If you, for example, let's say, if you don't, can I cross question? Is that okay, guys? Team? Uh,
Yeah, sure.
what creative hobby are you in particular talking about? Is it filmmaking or story writing or content creation?
Story writing.
Story writing. Okay, perfect. So now in story writing, when I wrote my first script, which is still under work. Now, what happens is you have to understand it's gonna be a very, very long journey, and it's not really supportive. Also, it's not really rewarding, to be honest, especially in India, because it takes a lot of time. It really wears you out. You really have to be very stubborn about it. That no, this is my script, this is my story, and I'm going to get it out no matter what. So just hold on to that thought and to turn it into a career. Now, if I'm being very frank, somewhere or the other, even I don't have all the parts figured out if really this is really going to help me run down the next 15, 20 years. But again, it's just you have to take a leap of faith into it, right? I think going back to what Mr. Abbas also said, that he did really take like a few jumps out here and there, but then he believed in himself. He did not do it for anyone else. It was, I think, self belief, if I'm not wrong, the right term. So you need to have that you're doing this for yourself, and the more heart you put into it, especially with the creative field, the more you reflect yourself as that this is what I am, and it really works out in the end. To be honest, I hope that answers the question.
Yes, Sahil. Thank you so much.
Sahil, if you are okay, we can showcase your journey, the photography that you have done through photos.
I mean, it's just photos, so I don't have a slide. I'm so sorry, guys. No worries. It's just, I mean, I can just, narrate what the photos are from. One of them is from a set. One of them was from my first ever shoot. So that's all I can help you guys with. This is from my first wedding ever. Just so you know, this is the first time I was shooting in a wedding. This is from one of the biggest gym franchises. We were doing an ad shoot for them. That's how I nailed from the wedding that I did. Then this is for a commercial. I think the Parampara commercial, my first commercial that I ever got from college. And this was a small gig. This was just to get some extra money in the pocket, but it helped, right? It got you cash eventually. And yeah, so just hold on to the thoughts that you have, especially with creative industries. It's difficult. It's not easy. It really wears you down. You just have to. So I think the next best thing to creative industries is sales, right? Because I've also done that. Both really bring you. They try to break you down. You just have to be very stubborn about it. You have to be more stubborn. And I really like to connect with you, whoever the student was, because I'm also working on a new story. So maybe we can do something together.
Okay, thank you so much. Another.
I have a question for Mohammed. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I had a question that what was the difficult part about, how did you deal?
So, what was the most difficult part of moving to Germany, right? I would say one good privilege that I had was the research internship that I did during my third year. After my third year, that I visited Germany I got a scholarship to visit Germany. So I had an experience of like what Germany is all about. So there was some cultural shocks trying to adapt to the language that I faced. So in that 2 month, but I was there as a student, so I didn't have to worry about the issues of moving in. And I think one of the biggest, I guess, difficulty has been in any kind of difficulty of like living alone and supporting yourself. So I really can't say that these are issues specifically about Germany, but one thing was specifically that people do complain about are the bureaucratic issues in Germany. It's compared to India, it's relatively a lot more bureaucratic, and it's still very paper heavy work. So that was one of the first issues in Germany, and also like the second thing that was kind of difficult and is to overcome is obviously like with the different culture, like you have to really push yourself out to like interact with people, right? Like in India, it's very easy to interact with people because you share a common culture, you share common humor. But when you're in a very international environment, you really have to push yourself, to bond with people. So it's something that I'm growing with and I'm learning. But yeah, I hope like this gives you some taste of like the kind of challenges that you can face moving to a different country in general.
Thank you so much, Abbas. Any questions from you? You. Just two more questions. Okay. This is a question for Mr. Yoga Agarwal. What experiences or projects helped you stand out and get selected by Navigation?
Yeah, what is your name? I would like to know your name.
Vaishnavi.
Hi, Vaishnavi. So, I would say since I was majoring in electrical engineering, we have a lot of labs, engineering labs in over our course. So I had about 7 to 8 labs over my whole 4 year journey of IIT Bombay electrical engineering. And the projects we do there, the programs or the systems we create, we write that on our resumes, and that is what helps the companies know that the student knows about these things. So if you want to know the particular subjects that the companies look out for and are working on are related to VHDL and Verilog programming, embedded C programming, and it would be just basic digital circuits logic.
Okay, thank you. Last question.
Good morning, sir. My name is Pramesh Reddy. I had a question for you. How do you stay motivated and while preparing for Kanakia and along with the schoolwork?
You're asking how did I manage my time preparing for Olympiad and with the schoolwork?
Yeah.
Yeah, so honestly, that was a really, really difficult time. My 9th and 10th standard, I started foundational coaching with PACE classes, if you know about it in Andheri. And I used to travel right after my school over there to prepare for Math Olympiad and I think Junior Science Olympiad as well. So you really need motivation from your parents and support from your parents. I mean, my mother was doing that part, and I would always want to go back home and bunk classes because I was just too tired to continue after school. So yeah, one motivation was that I wanted to crack JEE Advanced, and like the first step to start was cracking Olympiads, and that is what kept me motivated to go to classes. And then your parents or friends would make sure that you have your attendance marked every day over there. So yeah, but you should just have that aim in your mind and keep pursuing it step by step. Really great question. Yeah.
So thank you, Mohammed Abbas and Sahil. I think we have literally dived into multiple questions and made you introspect and answer as the correct one. And believe me, it truly inspires us. And I just feel that our purpose is accomplished. Like, this is the first virtual meet of this year. And moving ahead, I request Principal Ma'am to share her thoughts and how
a big thank you once again to all three of you who are here. And we will be looking forward to seeing you in campus, right? So whenever you think your places, please come and visit us. I think you can come to our tour and Sadi visit anytime and just the short notice we will be here. And the kids, I just wanted to tell you all that this is the first time that you people are connecting with alumni. And I think we can take a big round of applause. And shortly further, raise your hand whether you are thinking about what are the other questions which you can ask them. You can think leisurely and then you can give those questions to Soni ma'am. And we will be passing on those questions and I'll be thankful if you people can answer those questions at the leisure. At your leisure time, that's okay. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Soni ma'am, and this entire school team for giving us the opportunity to organize this event. I would like to thank the entire team who worked in the background, Soni ma'am, Raj from our side, Disha, and to all the alumni speakers for taking out time and joining us today. Thank you so much, Sahil, that you joined us, and you are truly an inspiration for all of us with what you're going through currently. And we wish you a very good health ahead. And to all the alumni, thank you so much. While students, you have the opportunity to connect with all the alumni, not just with the three that we have. In the portal, you have access. You can connect, log in, and ask questions directly to your alumni, and they will respond to you. It's an email notification that they will get. So it's a direct two-way communication that you can do with the alumni. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you for picking the calls at right time. I know I had multiple questions, so thank you for the cooperation. Okay, so as we conclude this virtual LMNS meet, the first one of this year, I'd like to thank each one of you for being a part of this incredible journey, and a heartfelt thanks to our alumni for inspiring us and for keeping the spirit alive. Believe me, you people are the legacy of Kanakia International School, so be in touch and we'll be looking forward to have more such kind of sessions in future. There is important note for you all. Students can connect with alumni and ask their doubts directly through the Univariety portal. So we'll be updating you about the same in few days. We already had a session earlier where one of the external authorities has come and they have explained you about the Univariety portal and how can you easily connect with the alumni even after leaving our school. So that's a great platform. And so stay tuned for exciting updates and invites that will strengthen our bond and create lifelong opportunities for our alumni and also for our learners. Thank you so much.